Well, a program here in Tucson is geared at engaging young people and law enforcement to enhance their connectedness and dispel some of those misperceptions about officers. Seattle Police Detective Kim Bugoki, Tucson Police Officer Sean Payne, Sheila Pessinguia, and Rafael Batain are here to dive deeper into the IF Project. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Such an important topic, and we have a lot to cover, actually. Kim, tell us how the IF Project got started.
So the IF Project started at Washington Correction Center for Women back in 2008 when I went in to meet with a group of mothers in order to work with their daughters on the outside, and I randomly asked the question, if there was something somebody could have said or done to change the path that led you here, what would it be? So fast forward 8.5 years later, and we've got a youth outreach piece, reentry piece, and programming piece geared at intervention, prevention, and the reduction of incarceration and recidivism. So really excited to be in Tucson to implement the youth outreach piece and to also announce that the first time in the country, Tucson Police Department is actually implementing IF philosophy in their police academy, which is a really big deal for us.
Well, that is huge. You know, it starts at the source, right?
Absolutely.
And if we can educate the officers that then connect with the people, then you can sort of build those relationships and make it better. Beautiful way to put it, and I love the title too, the IF Project. That makes a lot of sense. So, Sheila, how is it that it came to Tucson?
So I met Kim up in Seattle through my own restorative justice project that I was working on with the person who was responsible for killing my mom and stepdad as a result of a high-speed police chase. I learned about the IF Project and met Kim, and this was something I knew we had to have here in Tucson. And so when I came back, I tried to figure out how am I going to find the right people for this, and in that process, I met Rafael, and it was just an amazing connection, and we've just decided this is something we have to move forward with.
Well, certainly, and first of all, I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm glad that projects like this and programs like this will stop this from happening in future events. So, Rafael, what has it been like for you? Tell us a little bit about your history and what's it like to be involved with the IF Project.
Being involved is wonderful. I've actually spent 19 years in prison. And wanted to get out and actually make a difference, wanted to give back to the community that I took so much from. So now this was a program that actually allowed me to get involved, to actually participate. So met Sheila, and it's been wonderful since then.
Well, that's so heartwarming, you know, and it's so great that you're able to give back to the community and that you're able to be involved like that. And like I said, it's nice to have you in the community again and serving back, which is so huge of you. So, Sean, tell us a little bit about how TPD is incorporating some of these things into your training.
So when Rafael came to me about the IF Project, I said, wow, I need to get the support of our department behind this project. So we had a collaborative meeting between one of our assistant chiefs, Ramon Batista, and some other key members of the law enforcement community. And after the presentation at this meeting, the chief came up to me and asked me, hey, I really support this project, but I have an idea where we can take it maybe to the next level. He suggested that we create a class at the academy that would send our powerful message, concepts, and ideas to the new officers that are about ready to hit the street. So we created the project, and I'm happy to say that today, after this broadcast, we're all headed to the academy and teaching the first class titled 21st Century Policing, Building Innovative Partnerships to Reduce Recidivism.
Incredible, incredible. And so we'll get to see how they react to this program. I'm sure it's going to be positive. You know, I'm sure that as police officers, you want to be viewed positively by the public, and this is going to go a big way in doing that.
Yes.
That's excellent. And so, Kim, we talked about some of the impacts that it has in the community, but can you give us a little more about what it's really going to impact?
Well, I think the most important thing is for policing these days is to have community collaboration, and one of the populations that maybe we don't have great relationship with are the ones that we have incarcerated, and I think it's critically important to get the messages or the stories that lead to incarceration out there to our young folks that might be making choices that would lead them down in the back of my patrol car or following in, the IF team's pathway to incarceration, but also for police to look at the people that we have to deal with day in and day out, maybe on a criminal element, but that there's a human side to them, and how can we collaboratively, and I always ask to use this verbiage, but how do we bring cops and convicts together to work on solution instead of having this us and them divide?
I love that.
And it really does affect kids. In the 8 years we've been doing it at home, I've never seen kids get engaged and ask for help the way I have, and it's not necessarily from police being there, but the magic is that formerly incarcerated being there and being really honest and genuine and authentic about their story, and it makes change.
That is, and you know, for everyone to come together like this and give a platform for people to not only become more educated, but also voice their experiences and voice what can make the community better. It's such a wonderful project, and you know, we expect big things from you guys, and we're so excited about what you're doing. And I want to thank all of you so much for coming and telling us your story, and also for giving back to the community in this way. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us.
us.
Absolutely. Now, guys, to learn more about the IF Project, call 214-4443 or log on to theifprojecttucson.com.